Okay, I'm gonna do a election video before my phone dies because it's already 7%. I did tell my boyfriend I had to talk to him on my laptop last night. So let's do. That's 20 minutes. Okay, let's do 15 rarest places on the earth that extremely clean means clean. Sorry.
And free, and free, and free, and free, free, and free, and free, 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 and free, and free, and free, and free. That's right. TurboTax Free Edition is free. See details at turbotax.com. While the world seems to be getting dirtier, the places on our list today have remained mostly pure for millions of years. But how?
Sitting out here wide with your eyes up is unsurpassable.
Whether it's a river so clean it's like boating on glass, or a barren desert turned flowering oasis overnight, here are 15 of the rarest places on Earth that are extremely clean.
Maybe.
Number 15. Doggy River, India. Imgat River in Meghalaya is impressive, even just to look at. The crystal clear waters of the river put the river bottom on display for all to observe. It flows through Doggy, a small town in the East Jantia Hills district near the Bangladesh border. The water is so clear and clean here that tourists often claim it's like you're flying above the ground. You can look below and see the ground, but you're high above it. I've seen crystal clear waters before, but nothing like this. A suspension bridge located over the Imgat River, the Doggy Bridge, is positioned just so tourists and locals can gaze upon its natural beauty and the surrounding landscape that complements the whole picture. This river is a magical place that should be experienced by all. To see nature in its purest form, undiluted by human population, is a testament to the beauty and majesty nature has to offer. You want to know a little secret? If you smash the like button, subscribe, click the notification bell, you'll have superpowers for the rest of your life. So what are you waiting for? Time to fly. Number 14. Son Doong Cavern, Vietnam. The world's biggest cave just got bigger. A secret underwater passage has been discovered that connects two of Vietnam's largest cave systems together, effectively creating a giant one. Vietnam cave tunnels are some of the most extensive and complicated in the world, partly because of their landscape's natural formation and partly because of their massive excavations during the Vietnam War. Troops easily moved beneath the feet of the opposing soldiers without them having a clue. The soldiers didn't need to do much excavation of their own, as the country is riddled with massive natural cave systems that stretch nearly the country's entire length. This cave has long been cherished for its natural beauty and soul-fulfilling allure. It's now become a place of great mystery and exploration for scientists and divers alike. I'm all for open ocean diving, but diving into the pitch-black, swirling tunnels that run like veins through the earth is something I'll leave to the professionals. Number 13. The Isle of Wight, Scotland. When you first take a look at the Isle of Wight, you might not suspect a ton of technology, cities, or electricity. Still, this little island is leading the world in electricity. 1.3 billion people in the world still live without electricity. The isle may hold the key to bringing a widespread solution to it all. Primarily because of that fragility, the tiny island, 15 miles west of the mainland, has learned how to be self-sufficient, especially when it comes to their energy. In 2008, the island became the world's first community to launch an off-grid electric system powered by nature, wind, water, and solar. A group of residents on the island taught themselves how to do it, and now it's a dedicated team that maintains its power. Before this grid, all residents relied on noisy diesel generators, which is terrible for the environment.
That's amazingly loud. You can hear the
Their dedication to knowledge and building a prosperous society was the key to their success, and we should all learn a lesson from the people of Ike. Number 12. Grasslands National Park, Canada. Grasslands National Parks are all about grass, not the kind people mow on their lawns.
There's
This
a
park has
buffalo.
over 70 types of grass and 50 wildflowers. It's all part of their unique ecosystem. It's aptly named grasslands. Prairies are wide open spaces where grass, rather than trees, are the dominant plant life for miles upon miles. These mile-long vistas have to be observed in person. There's just no way to capture the scale without being there. These lands are home to various gorgeous animal life, including birds of prey, rodents, and cattle. The lands are protected because many farmers use the lands to let their cattle roam free and feed them. The fact that these national lands are being shared with its people make it all the more beautiful. In the U.S., using national lands in this manner would end up with a quick trip to prison or a hefty fine. Number 11. Lapland, Finland. Finland has turned one of the most remote places on Earth into a gorgeous tourist attraction. Thanks to Finland's excellent infrastructure, the world could learn from their great Wi-Fi and social programs. They thrive. These communities rely on tourism, ski resorts, fishing, agriculture, and farming. They aren't often associated with their access to the internet, but in Finland, they wanted to make sure there was no reason anyone wouldn't want to visit the majestic fjord. I mean, the temperatures can plunge to negative 50 degrees Celsius, and the snow can build up to 90 centimeters. Still, grandparents and children alike navigate the well-lit ski paths and well-bound hiking trails that run beside the roads. Life is very much up to the weather, say locals. Laplanders live in such a close connection with nature and animals because they're all deeply codependent. This type of mentality and thinking should be more prevalent in all of us. Number 10. Southern Antarctica, the world's cleanest air. Scientists believe they identified the world's cleanest air, free from particles caused by human activity, located over the Southern
My
Ocean
phone
surrounding
dies very
Antarctica.
quick, guys.
In a first-of-its-kind study, researchers from Colorado State University identified an atmospheric region that remains unchanged by humans. Weather and climate are closely linked. The entire world is connected by climate, sure as veins running through our bodies, connecting each part of the world with other regions. As climate change hastens, researchers struggle to find a corner of the Earth unaffected by people. This fact alone proves that humans have drastically altered our climate, all save for one corner of the world where it's so cold and barren it's uninhabitable for humans. Makes sense why the air is so clear there. To help give you a sense of how it all works, air pollution is caused by aerosols, solid and liquid and gas particles suspended in the air.
According to scientists, the air remains unchanged by human activity.
Researchers found that the Southern Ocean's boundary layer air is free from aerosol particles produced by human activity, typically found when burning fossil fuels, planting certain crops, fertilizers, or waste. This test can now be the foundation at which we try to achieve globally. Number 9. Daintree National Park, Australia. Check this.
Oh my God,
1,200 square
Australia.
kilometers of Australia's largest rainforest, Daintree has a more significant range of flora and fauna and rare or threatened species than anywhere else on Earth. Due to significant deforestation and rapid weather change, the dense population of wildlife that lives there is ever struggling to make ends meet. A suspected 430 species of bird live in that area, including 13 unique species found nowhere else. If these birds perish in the rapid environmental changes, I'm afraid that they'll be extinct.
The cat. It's got a nice ring.
You got a lot of cat. There are many fascinating traits associated with Daintree. For instance, the rainforest is over 135 million years old. It's the
Wow.
oldest in the world. The landscape is truly unique globally, and it's the only place that can make you feel like you traveled through time to a place without humans, where wildlife runs absolutely free. Apart from flora and fauna, there are hiking trails, scenic lookouts, camping sites, swimming holes, and a selection of eco-friendly accommodations. Didn't bring a picnic? No problem. It also offers cafes and restaurants specializing in local delicacies. Number 8. Fiordland, New Zealand. This southwestern corner of New Zealand is home to some of the most hostile and breathtaking landscapes on the planet. There are a few places in the world whose beauty can be captured in a photograph. Even though it still doesn't do the site justice, Fiordland, New Zealand is one of those rare places. Just take a look at its majesty for yourself. This place is surreal in the breadth and scale of beauty you can find in its landscapes. The famed author of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, Douglas Adams, said it best of this natural wonder: Fjordland is one of the most astounding pieces of land anywhere on God's earth, and one's first impulse, standing on the clifftop surveying it all, is simply to burst into spontaneous applause. Sometimes humans can't understand the beauty in art, but we can feel it, we can sense it, even if we don't understand its real source. The landscape at Fjordland evokes this feeling in the picture alone. Just imagine what it would be like standing along its blood-red beaches. Number 7. Singapore, the world's cleanest city? Singapore is notoriously clean. Walking down its clean streets is impressive if you've ever walked through any dirty city. There's a catch. With extreme cleanliness comes excessive regulation. Even spitting on a street in Singapore could leave you with a hefty fine. Let's not even get into spitting gum. You're talking prison time. It isn't just cleanliness.
Yeah, you see why I don't want to visit the Singapore.
Part of its touristy allure, it is also the greenest city in Asia. Though their regulations may be strict, they're running clean, renewable energy with a population dedicated to conserving. That made Singapore one of the leading countries or city-states in the world when it comes to green energy. The rest of the world should take note. What it ultimately comes down to is human participation. If we don't participate in the green initiative as a people, we're all doomed to fail.
Singapore's 5.6 million people enjoy one of the highest average incomes in the world.
Number 6. Haleakala Summit, Hawaii. Visiting Haleakala, Maui's most massive volcano in the Hawaiian Islands, feels like an exercise in sensory deprivation. Turns out that is actually a type of therapy, because now we have sensory deprivation chambers that you can pay to participate in. A desolate expanse of
Alright guys, I will see you guys in my 7th video, my last video, so I see you then.